Guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we are back in Doki Literature Club. So I believe this is the second poem that we're doing, and I think I chose a bunch of words for Sayori instead of Natsuki. I think it was like split in the middle, and it just chose Sayori or something. But let's get right into it, and we're just gonna go from the bottom to the top again. Hi again, Stego. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Hahaha. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. And get my poem to Monika. Alright. That's pretty good. Makes you think of Sayori. Like the other one you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. Hahaha. That's kinda exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? I turned off. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. It's just hahaha. I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make new friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people. Don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like approachable or anything, am I? Ah, no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being in here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm putting pressure on you or something. Really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Alrighty, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sighing, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, or playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Monika, I'm questioning you're questionable. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper, choosing where and how I write, choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what's going on though. Sometimes asking what a poem isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Huh? Monika, a fourth wall break? What? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Is this some sort of foreshadowing or something? Like, Monika, you good? Wait, is this even a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I think Monika is becoming more sentient. Something's going on with her. I don't know. Not Yuri. Monika, obviously. Ah, it's my turn. Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Stego. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So, I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri, eh? Sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, it would probably do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind. It likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write the things down when you see and hear. That's one way I truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconsciousness well aware of this consciousness, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon incitements its phrase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. So does my bread, and always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Polarian conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again. There's a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault or I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Stego? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it is difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Sorry, I'm still like a little sick, man. At least when I'm recording this. I'm recording this ahead of time, so I'm still a little sick from a while back. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No. I mean, you know. Natsuki struggles to find the words she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems this cute. I mean, well written. No, so that's how it is. My poem is cute. No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shoved my poem back towards me. Huh? Reading it again, I decided it's not so great after all. It's too cute and doki doki. It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kinds of things. Excuse me. Sorry about that. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she hurts anyone. If it doesn't hurt anyone, it's gross. She is gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. I don't like spiders in real life either, so I could see why she doesn't like. She's not friends with her, but like, I don't know. I don't like spiders either, so not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think I was the best. It was the best I could. I hope you didn't think that it was the best I could do. God, I can't word right. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with so much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree to the subject of this poem like an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that's just what makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh? That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about unusual hobbies of her. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, Yuri's pretty weird, I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not like I would judge her or anything. Mitsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless it's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. On to Sayori. Stego, I really loved your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. Yeah, I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean, you're just a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. Sigh. You never understand when I'm trying to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Stego, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down, pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. But sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, still haven't read your poem. Oh. Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and the crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle's caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and come in, and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They are supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're shouting, pleading, something. All I hear is echo. Echo, 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 inside my head. Okay. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, I came out good. It came out good. So, you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. Even it helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes, it makes it harder for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today. So if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Since about the festival, well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I really don't do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? But, Monika? Yeah, we're going to be we are going to be oh my god. We are going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we are also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who has been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. You kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Eh? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. That's a lot of ask for them to recite their poems out loud in a room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. So if we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better will be to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's like about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all together in this club today. Do you want to share that with others? Don't you want to share that with others? Hold on. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. Don't you think it's too much to ask? I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. At least we can do is to help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess we'll have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around everyone's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yourselves. Choose a poem of yours, and we're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monika. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, then how do you expect it in front of strangers? How do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident, how did I get that? Confident voice fills the room. More than that, her reflection is pristine. She knows knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you so much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she was practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering quivering words transform into sharp syllables with a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns. In its structure, it enthusiates with a perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone's stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality, glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were just caught off guard. We must have forgotten. We applaud. Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair, cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called Bipedal. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself and like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, it will come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins reading her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I would probably never think of much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Stego liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I really don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of people. Next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. So we don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Stego. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Stego lower everyone's standards before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. So, I'll have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of everyone at the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since it's not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. Think less about your abilities and more about the lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that you'll have proven over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, Why Are You All Looking at Me? 'Cause you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, Her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounced up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise for you, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'm making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I probably should find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all of this effort into this club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think it's about it for the day. I know the festival is coming up, so let's try to write our poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have this weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monika, then I'll do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hehe. Geez, guys, don't make it such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Stego. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're putting me kind of on the spot here. Personally, I would walk home with, in my opinion, I would walk home with Sayori, because, she's my friend, whatever. And we live right next to each other, so it doesn't really matter. Sayori, do you really think I'd date you for Yuri? Eh? But, she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't want to ruin that for you. You're so silly, Stego. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, Poem time. Jump. I'm gonna try with... If we end up making a one for Natsuki, that's... Or, we're gonna try for Natsuki, but if we end up making something for somebody else, that's fine as well. Poof. Okay. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, not picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. That's a change for Natsuki. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound like a bit Sayori all of a sudden. Monika, do they usually have fried squid? That's a weird ask, Natsuki. Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. What are you saying? I don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say that. Didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monika. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I warily glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, and everyone's back to their usual activities. Maybe I should go ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. But since they've been prepared for the festival, they must have been spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Stego, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Stego. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she never really liked this. She's always talking to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it for now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that the thing is on her mind is you, Stego. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anyone else, you know. Eh? She's been so much happier since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has been. You're so funny, Stego. Have you thought that maybe you're always seeing her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? Ah, I said too much. Sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. So you should just forget what I said. Forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her. So try not to think about it for now. Ah, all right. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori, and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear from her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori not to worry about her, but and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the only one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. But I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay, so this is all the time that I have for this episode. But I'm starting to think Monika has something to do with Sayori. I don't know. I'm curious what Monika said to Sayori. But we'll see. Considering that I'm really suspicious of Monika, considering that she pretty much broke the fourth wall earlier in the episode. So, I don't know. We'll see. But this is all the time that I got for this episode. If you guys would like to see more Doki Doki Literature Club, comment down below, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for post notifications for when I post another video. And that's pretty much it. And I will see you all guys next time. Peace out.